intelligent design, in other words, creation. It's important that the word design be properly understood. That God has created a flawless design doesn't mean that He first made a plan and then followed it. God, the Lord of the earth and the heavens, needs no designs in order to create. God is exalted above all such deficiencies. His planning and creation take place at the same instant. Whenever God wills a thing to come about, it's enough for Him just to say be. As verses of the Quran tell us. His command, when He desires a thing, is just to say to it, be, and it is. God is the originator of the heavens and earth. When He decides on something, He just says to it, be, and it is.
Archaeology, a branch of science that sheds light on the history of life and mankind. Archaeologists carry out long and difficult excavations looking for clues, such as tools, works of art, household items, and the like, that can provide clues about the history of life and living things. Every remain they find is a discovery in the name of history and an important resource that can illuminate the history of life and of mankind. Coins, hand tools, kitchen equipment, and decorative goods all provide important clues about the lives of people in the past. Archaeologists know that the items they find do not appear under the ground by chance. Nobody has ever claimed that they do. Even if we do not actually witness these items being made, we can still be certain of the existence of people who designed and made them. Together with the information they contain, all these objects and artifacts are intelligent designs. They were designed and produced for a specific purpose. They reflect the labor, expertise, taste, and intelligence of the artists who made them. It would be quite irrational to suggest that any intelligent design came into being by chance, under the effects of natural conditions. So, what about life? How should people who realize that even a simple artifact from under the ground is the product of design account for the origin of living things, each one of which has its own complexity? Mankind has made enormous advances in science and technology since the second half of the 20th century. Discoveries in the field of biophysics, biochemistry, and genetics in particular have shown scientists that the details that go to make up life are of a far greater complexity than they had ever imagined. However, scientists who became greatly excited at the discovery of a simple remain were much less excited when they discovered the complex structure of life. This dilemma was expressed by the American biochemist Michael Behe, one of today's best-known scientists. Over the past 4 decades, modern biochemistry has uncovered the secrets of the cell. The progress has been hard-won. It has required tens of thousands of people to dedicate the better parts of their lives to the tedious work of the laboratory. The result of these cumulative efforts to investigate the cell, to investigate life at the molecular level, is a loud, clear, piercing cry of design. The result is so unambiguous and so significant that it must be ranked as one of the greatest achievements in the history of science. But no hands clapped. Why does the scientific community not greedily embrace its startling discovery? The dilemma is that while one side of the issue is labeled intelligent design, the other side must be labeled God. The cell and a great many living things in nature show us the superior knowledge, intelligence, and artistry of the Creator who brought them into being. That superior Creator is God, the Lord of all the worlds. He is God, the Creator, the Maker, the Giver of form. To Him belong the most beautiful names. Everything in the heavens and earth glorifies Him. He is the Almighty, the All-Wise. The allegedly scientific theory which rejects the creation of living things and seeks to account for the origin of life in terms of blind chance is Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. Darwin set out his theory in the book The Origin of Species, published in 1859. According to Darwin, all life comes from a common ancestor, and life forms evolved from one another by small, gradual changes. For instance, dinosaurs, which used their forearms to feed, gradually grew wings and took flight. Or bears, which hunted fish in the water, turned into whales over the course of time. Yet this claim was a violation of both reason and intellect, as well as science, and the theory, devoid as it was of any scientific evidence, clearly revealed the perversion of denying the existence of a creator. Darwin maintained that there was a constant struggle to the death in nature. According to his unscientific claims, food resources were insufficient, and there was a ruthless war going on in the arena known as Earth, one in which the strong and those able to adapt to natural conditions survived, and in which the weak and sickly species were eliminated. The concept of conflict, which can be seen in the subtitle to The Origin of Species,